What's up, guys? Welcome back to KGYT. This is your favorite expat, vlogger, podcaster, Alex, straight from ground zero, the epicenter. Well, not the epicenter, but where we had the most damage here in Pereira. We are 4 days out. The earthquake happened on Monday. Today's Friday. The city is still in ruins, guys. It's scary. It's really scary. They're still finding people. They're still finding bodies. Buildings are still collapsing. There's just buildings that are totally unlivable. I've been through hurricanes in Florida, but this is just ridiculous. It is surreal. It's surreal what's happening right now in Colombia, what's happening in this region, in the coffee region. And then my conspiracy mind starts going to things that I have no proof of. I have no proof of any of the things. But you guys know I'm a huge conspiracy theorist. I believe they're trying to take over the world. I believe there's forces out there that are trying to not just take over the world, but take over the resources that other countries have. Where do I start with this stuff? Just take a look at this. Right before our new president, Esprella, before he made a speech on devastation of the earthquake that happened, he's a celebrity. He's enjoying it, like he's blowing kisses and saying hi to people. Like, this, people are dead. His fellow Colombians, the people he's supposed to protect, he's there blowing kisses. And look at this. I mean, really? Right before he speaks. And then right before he speaks, he gets serious and he starts talking. But prior to that, he's just blowing kisses and saying hi, like he's a movie. The guy's a movie star. That's what he is. He's a movie star, right? He wants to be famous. He wants to be an influencer, right? He wants to do all that stuff. I don't know how he's even president. He just came out of nowhere. Right now, I don't know what he's thinking. I have no idea what he's doing. In the midst of all this, he went ahead and he has a crisis happening right now in the country of Colombia, right? And he goes ahead and says, the Nolan Heights, or the Golan Heights, I believe it is. The Golan Heights is an occupied space since 1967 by Israel over in Syria. And he says, yeah, Israel has the rights to that land. Who cares? Why does he have to go out of his way in the midst of his country, the country he's supposed to defend and protect? In the midst of all this, he has to go ahead and say, oh, by the way, Israel has the right, or whatever it is. Look, here he goes. Colombia's far-right government recognizes Israel's claim over Golan Heights. What does that even mean? You know, Colombia now is the only other country that's actually said it out loud that they support Israel's right or claim over the Golan Heights. The United States, of course, being the other one. Of course. But now Colombia? Why does he have to go ahead and say that? Like, what's the point? What, to show the world, to show Israel that yes, whatever you guys say, we're going to do it. And we support everything. You know, they're taking over lands that are not really theirs. That's Syria's land. But here's my thing. The people in Colombia voted for a president because they want the guerrillas out. They don't want them taking the property and the land of their fellow countrymen. But it's kind of contradictory, right? Because now he approves of Israel taking over the Golan Heights in Syria. And of course, Gaza and all that stuff, right? Why does he have to go out of his way? Like, that's the part I don't understand. Why does he need to go and say, you guys have the right over the Golan Heights? What's the point? Why did they need to tell us that? So the majority of people can approve of it? Because if you approve of this president now, you have to approve of everything he's doing. Even in the midst of this catastrophic event, which is the 7.4 magnitude earthquake. Hold on, before I get to that, Israel has the right over the occupied lands of Syria, known as the Golan Heights. Okay, now let's get back to the earthquake. Now let's see what I can do to fix. Now, here's the other thing. Oh my God, oh my goodness. It's just happening right in front of our eyes. Like, I don't get it. Like, what the hell's going on? A whole bunch of countries went ahead and said, you know what? We're going to send rescue workers, first aid people. We're going to send you guys supplies and all this and all that to Colombia because you guys need it, right? You guys need help. People who understand how to dig through rubble. But he only accepted help from pro-Israeli countries. Of course, he accepted the help of Israel. As a matter of fact, they're already here. The IDF is already here. They already got here. They got to Venezuela. Now they're in Colombia. And once they come in, they ain't getting out. Aren't these people known for taking over lands? Look, look at this. Colombia now recognizes that Israel did take over the Golan Heights, and they recognize that it's theirs. They take over Gaza, they're bombing Lebanon, they're going after Iran, they're going after this, they want the Greater Israel Project, and now they just landed in Venezuela. They're there, right, because of the earthquake. What a coincidence, huh? You know, how do we get, now I have no proof of this, but I'm a conspiracy theorist, okay, guys? Call me batshit crazy, I don't care, whatever, I'm off the reservation. I'll go ahead and say it, whatever. What a coincidence. Imagine if you have the evil plan. You have the evil plan. How do we get our soldiers into these countries now? But not under the pretense of war or invading them. Oh, but we have this technology called HARP that we can modify the weather and Earth or whatever it is. I don't know if this is true or not, but stay with me for a second, right? Right? Evil plan, a villain. Okay, how do we do it? If we cause an earthquake, if we cause some destruction, then we can come in because now we're there to help them. But once we get there, we don't leave. And also, check this out. Colombia authorizes joint anti-drug ops with U.S. military, says Hexeth. Okay, that means the United States military, I'm an American citizen, I am American, I was born and raised in the United States, I love the United States. That doesn't mean I like the government, all right? Let's stay with that. I love the United States, the government is something else, all right? I don't care if it's left or right, whatever, right? Now, they just gave them free access to the country. You guys can come in and bomb all these cartels all you want. Do you think in somebody's evil plan, let's tell them we're gonna help them, but now we're just gonna create more chaos. We can just bomb anything we want. We can come in there, set up installations, and steal the resources. Here's my theory. I have no proof of this whatsoever, okay? Just talking shit here, right? AI data centers. What do they need? What's the thing they need the most? What's the thing they need the most right now? And everybody's complaining about it in the United States. Oh, you said water? Yes, that's right. They need water. They need a lot of water. What's Colombia's number one resource? What do we have? A lot of. We have water. A lot of fresh water. Coincidence? I don't know. And where the earthquake hit, which basically here in the coffee region, there's a lot of water. So now they have all these pro-Israeli governments that are allowed to come in. Israel, Ecuador, El Salvador, and of course the United States can come in and with their rescuers come in and help. But Spain, no, you can't come in. Mexico, no, you can't come in. How about China? Nope, you can't come in either. Only pro-Israeli governments can come and help us. Oh, so they said no to all these other countries, right? A whole bunch of them. But then they go ahead and accept a loan of $450 million. If you lend money out to somebody, isn't that money worth more now? What's happening to the dollar right now? The dollar was crashing when the old socialist president was in power. The dollar was crashing. How do we make this dollar more powerful? Because we have to make it more powerful. How about if we lend it out? We'll tell them they cannot accept help from anybody else. They can only accept help from us. And they can only get the help in dollars. So now those dollars start going up. Let's see if the dollar starts creeping up here in Colombia now. Somebody told me, oh my God, but the dollar is good because it helps all the exporters. Yeah, exporters will make more money if the dollar's higher. But what about the importers? How does that affect them? Won't the imports they make, won't they be more expensive? Guys, crazy times, conspiracy theory, 101, 201, 301, quick podcast, quick little talk with you guys, letting you guys know exactly what I have in my mind and what's going on. That's where I'm at. That's where my conspiracy theory is at. Let me know if you agree. Let me know in the comments if any of the stuff I've said you find BS or you find some value behind it or you find some truth behind it. All right? Guys, until the next one, I'm Alex. I'll see you later. Peace.